Good morning. It is January 12th, 2026. Can you believe that? Yes, right now it is 6:32 in the morning, and I just accepted a substitute assignment for Thursday, Olympia High School, music instrumental, so that will be cool and interesting because I haven't done a music class. So that'll be interesting to do.
Like and subscribe.
But yes, so here's the deal. Today, two great things are going to be happening. One, I'm going to be over at Universal Orlando doing boat dock breaker duty. Number two, I start up with Valencia Community College. Can you believe that? Yeah. So here's the deal. I am going to be doing a reading class over at Valencia Community College. So that will be awesome. Yep. And I actually have an assignment that'll be due soon. And it's called Interactive Introductions. And basically what I'll be doing is I'm making a short video, a text-based introduction, or a visual representation. And I'll probably end up doing a video or audio recording because it's what I always do every day anyway, with you guys. Where basically you tell your name, where you're from, why you're interested in teaching reading, because keep in mind, upon completion of all this, I get a statement of eligibility for reading endorsement. And a fun fact about yourself. And finally, a book that has impacted your life. And one of the books that has impacted my life is The Giver by Lowe. And the reason why is I found the concept of essentially suppressing emotions by a pill, and at the same time that your higher ups can erase the past, but there's one person that gives and passes down the knowledge of the past to the next generation, to one person, and that's the giver. I always thought that was so intriguing. And then I even thought back when I was a kid, and I remember reading that book, and I used to question things all the time, okay? I really did. I questioned a lot of different things in school, and I must have annoyed my teachers to death over it, really. But one of the things I was always interested in, that if you read two different books about the same subject, and back then it would have been like Desert Storm and also The Different Wars of the Past, how you got two different interpretations at times on it. I always found that so interesting. So I think having that right there was definitely what really propelled me into that book even more. And on top of that, I grew up also in the 90s, okay? And back then, we had the whole ADHD thing that was really going rampant. And a lot of parents were quick to medicate. There were 2 or 3 different kind of parents. One would go quick to medication, like Ritalin and stuff like that. The other would believe in just letting the kid roam free and do whatever. And then finally, the other one, well, they also created an entire video psychology series, basically, where you would go ahead and have your kids sit down and watch a video about their behavior that would help to reinforce positive behavior. But that is how I grew up. So the idea of a medication suppressing like your emotions and stuff like that was pretty much right on with what I had to deal with too. Because as a kid, yeah, I had ADHD. And I was put on Ritalin SR for quite a while, a number of years. And when I got off of it, it was like a rush of emotions came all at once to me. But that's beside the point. What I'm getting back to is when I was able to connect my life with a book in Mrs. Patterson's reading class, I thought that was so cool. But yeah. Anyway, this is going to be a really cool time. Now, this class is going to be continuing until I think it's like May 3rd, yeah. And here's the other part. I'm going to be taking another course at Valencia. They'll overlap a little bit on this one. But then UCF starts up May 13th. So then I'll have one UCF and one Valencia. And at times for a little bit, I'll have two Valencia and then one UCF. So at some points, yes, I'm going to have 3 courses all at once. But I am ready for the challenge. Because I'm passionate and excited about this. And that's the thing. I am excited and passionate about this. About teaching. About making a difference in a kid's life. That's why I love substitute teaching. And to be able to become a real teacher is so exciting to me. That's what the thing is. It drives me to learn, to want to do this even more and more. And that is where I get excited. It's just a lot of fun and I love it. Now, I know that there are a lot of teachers, they're quitting. Some it's over mental burnout. Others it's because of pay issues. They're not happy with the money they're making. And I completely understand that. And you know something? In a way, I kind of wish that all teachers could do what college professors do, too. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're from overseas, or you just haven't gone to college yet because you're too young, or maybe you did, and you know what I'm talking about in a minute. In college, you'll have a number of professors that actually wrote the textbook. And you're required to buy the textbook. So, there you go. Do that with what you will. But it's like another source of income as well. Granted, I don't know if the school takes any money from that, from the sale of it or not, but still. Back when I did Ashford, it was definitely true. That a lot of my professors wrote the textbook and you had to buy it from them. So it's like, okay, well, this is a bit of conflict. But, hey, if you're an expert in the subject and you wrote the textbook, cool. But anyway, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get dressed. We got to get going. We leave here at 8 o'clock. It's 6:40 now. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's do it. Let's get ready for an amazing day. And I think tomorrow, or even today at some point, I'll go ahead and do that. I'll get myself into shape and get that done. The orientation, the little introduction, because really it's not that hard for me. After all, I create daily videos for you guys all the time. So really, doing that isn't that hard for me. But yeah, let's go ahead, let's get going. Let's go have an amazing day. Good morning. It is just about 7 o'clock. And my name is Lillian Kurtz. I am from Winter Garden, Florida, about 20 minutes away from Valencia West Campus. And one interesting fun fact about me is that I'm a daily vlogger. I've been doing it since January of last year. And it's actually been more so a daily journal of the life of a small family, which has been a lot of fun to do. When it comes to why I want to teach reading, the idea that you can bring the words on a page in a book to life and create an immersive atmosphere for a child that they can escape to, that is so cool and so interesting to me. And I love that. And for me as a child, this was actually done through Lowe's The Giver book. I thought that was an amazing book growing up because it taught me so much about how different communities suppress the actual people, and how one person can go ahead and pass down from generation to generation the entire truth of it all. I thought that was really cool. And it made me actually be inquisitive and think about my own community and everything else, and my own school. And it got me to look at different textbooks in a different way. So that was really interesting for me growing up. But yeah, thank you very much, and I hope you guys have a great day. Alright, so I just wrapped up filming the introduction for the class, which was fun to do. And it is now 7:04. I am about to start getting ready for work. I'm going to go ahead and upload that after I review that in a second. And then we'll go over to work. We'll have a good day over there. Come home. Figure out dinner in a quick hurry. We should have done something last night at home and then saved going out tonight, but you can't change the past. But for now, let's go ahead and get dressed soon. Alright, it is now 7:52, and do you know what that means?
You had to go to work for a
Yes.
very long day.
Exactly, until what, 5:30 tonight?
Mm-hmm. So you get home at 6.
Yes, and then we're going to run over to Publix, grab something for dinner that's super quick and easy.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking about an idea, but yeah, your idea works too.
We'll worry about it later.
Exactly. We can talk about it on my lunch break, if you will, later.
Yeah.
But I did complete my submission and assignment, and now let's get off to work and let's go have a great day.
Awesome.
So cute. Best girl in the world. Let's get going. Let's get to work. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I thought I could take you.
No.
Darn.
Although I would like to walk around there, but I can't.
Exactly. I'm sorry.
I know.
All right. We'll leave Tiffany at home.
Yes.
Let's get going over to work.
All right. I need to go and do that. Alright.
She is so cute. Let's get going. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and let's get going over to work. Let's go have a great day today. It's going to be a good one. It feels so weird right now. I am officially, right now, part of the rat race. The group of people that live over in the suburbs of Winter Garden that travel over to Orlando for work. Just like what was said on the Carousel of Progress. Gosh. And I will be doing 9 to 5-ish. Till 5:30. And I always wondered about that. Like, was it originally 9 to 5 because you weren't clocked out for a break or something? Was that what it was about? I don't know. I was always curious about that.
Like and subscribe.
But yes, today I am going to be going over to Universal Orlando, and I am going to be doing boat dock breaker duty. And I am hoping that I am going to be at Portofino Bay. But we will see. And the reason why I love Portofino Bay is the views are incredible. I love the sights over there. It's incredible as heck. It really is. So far, my second favorite resort over there has to be Sapphire Falls Resort, followed by Royal Pacific. Now, I am not done Hard Rock at all, and for good reason. One, I've heard it's incredibly boring because everybody just chooses just to walk straight over to Celebrity Circle instead. So there's that. But yeah, I love Portofino Bay, and not to mention, there was a gentleman that used to work there when I was over there quite a bit. His name was Ed, and the guy was so incredible to talk to. And I loved listening to him. I loved understanding more about the role from him as well. And I found it quite intriguing too. But yeah, today, if you don't know and you haven't watched any of the videos in the past, what a boat dock breaker does, it's the third person that comes out to the boat dock about a couple hours after the open. And what their goal is to make sure that everybody has all their breaks required. And what they get is an employee will go ahead and get a unpaid, so a clocked out 30-minute lunch break, which also includes 30 minutes of travel time, 15 minutes there, 15 minutes back. And then you're supposed to get an additional 2 15-minute breaks if you're there for 8 hours, which the typical boat dock worker is. But yeah, and then the last person to take their break is the boat dock breaker. But that is essentially what I'll be doing today, just being the third wheel over there. Now, the Olympia High School one that I talked about earlier, that I was thinking about doing, I did cancel that one. And the reason being is I like to stay within the Winter Garden circle. Winter Garden, Ocoee, and Gotha are the areas I primarily like to substitute at. But there is another reason that I canceled it, and immediately it was picked up by someone else. So it's no loss to the school at all if you cancel it before the 24-hour window, because somebody else will grab that like crazy. But the reason being is also that it gives me time to study my 10 codes, my signal codes, and it gives me time also, if I want to, I can take a day off and just focus on Tiffany a little. So there's some stuff behind the scenes, and we'll talk about that later on with her after we get more information, because she does have a doctor's appointment next week to go ahead and get a script for a screening that she wants to get done. But we're looking into that as well, and I'm not going to release anything about that until she's ready to make that public. But other than that, everything else is going pretty decent right now. And if an assignment came up, a substitute assignment that was in Winter Garden, like Bridgewater or one of the other ones, shoot, I would take it in a heartbeat. Windermere High, go for it, you know? Horizon West Middle, yeah, I'll go out there. Horizon High School, yeah. These are my favorite schools. Of course I'm going to go hit them up. And that's the thing, when you've been subbing for quite a while, you start to gain a lot of your favorites of the schools. And that is something I've been enjoying. But guys, let's go ahead, let's get going over to work, and let's go have a great day, and let's make the most of it. But for now, let's get going. We're in our rat race. Let's do it. Alright guys, it is 8:39. Let's go into work and let's go have a great day. I will see you this evening at 5:30. Have a great day. Alright guys, it is now 5:30 and yes, I am done with work finally. Today I was over at Portofino Bay Hotel, one of the hotels that I love doing screening at. Beautiful views, gorgeous as heck, and so amazing in all honesty. But yeah, today over there, honestly, I had quite a blast. It was a lot of fun, and the people I was working with were so great to be with. And then I want to say, and this will be something you guys will be interested in. I want to say about 4:30 until 5:13, I actually went downstairs to a training area and was studying my codes, and also
subscribe.
I spoke with one of the trainers and got a map to go ahead and study, and then I turned that back in. So yeah, I was able to study that too and see where I went wrong on that. Because this is the hardest part, is that I gotta pass both of them next time. And if I don't, then I could be relocated in the property. So, no pressure. 2 tests, nothing, right? Yeah. 3 technically, because signal and 10 codes count differently. And then you got your maps, the gate locations that you gotta memorize. So yeah, this will be fun. But guys, let's go ahead. Let's get home. Then I gotta sort out dinner and figure that out. And then we can go from there. And get ready for an outro for the day. Because Tripoli, oh my god, it feels like it's just been a long, draining day. But at least Valencia was doing good today. I responded to a couple, but I want to go ahead and do a few more just to make sure on the first day post, because I'm trying to get all the credit that I can. But yeah, let's get going. Let's get home. Alright, let's go into Publix and let's go get dinner. Since it is getting late, let's just do hot dogs. There we go. So I was trying to find regular golden and white corn. But yeah, all they got is just super sweet golden and white. Oh well, that'll do. And Velveeta to go with it. There we go. Done. All we need is buns. And hot dog buns, and we are done now. Let's get going. Alright guys, it is now 7:07. It is time to end the day. It has been a very, very long day. And honestly, we're about to eat dinner. But guys, thank you so much for everything. I hope you have a good night. And yes, I showered even before dinner. But Good night, everyone. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going over to Bridgewater Middle School. So yeah, that'll be fun. But for now, have a good night. Get some sleep. And we got college tomorrow. And we also got middle school to sub at tomorrow. Good night, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Now go get some sleep.
But I know we won't give this up. Sometimes I lose my mind, and some days it's hard to find the reason why you stay by my side.